scary it is, I think, for a lot of people to watch what happened to a lot of Trump supporters again last night in Washington, D.C., and the fact that they, all day long, are peacefully assembling, protesting their government for their grievance. And their grievance is, look, we just want to make sure that we weren't disenfranchised. We want to make sure we had a free and fair election. That's all we're asking. But this is what happens. It happens time and time again. We just had a situation in Texas where you had a black police officer killed. And, you didn't see anybody rioting as a result of that. But here you have more violence in our nation's capital, just like what we saw after the Republican National Convention. Where does this stop?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that groups like Antifa, BLM, some of these organizations, they really should be considered terrorist organizations. Unfortunately, they have become the manifestation of the Democratic Party in Washington, D.C. They are bullies. They are anti-American. They do not want and will not tolerate any viewpoint other than their own. If there is any disagreement with their worldview and their perspective, they attack. And that is not who we are as Americans, but that is more and more what we are becoming accustomed to under the leadership of the current Democratic Party, which continues to refuse to say anything about this type of violence. And we have got to come back to the point that differences of opinion and political views is okay. And we accept that. We agree to disagree as Americans and we move forward. But unfortunately, that is not the current climate that this existing Democratic Party has created, and they continue to add fuel to the fire, so to speak, to these terrorist-type organizations.